Well, thank you. I'm really happy to be able to tell you guys about the progress that we've been making in this arena. So first off, I have a little announcement to make that we have formalized our collaborative arrangement with COVID Watch, which is an app developer that is developing an app for exposure notification. And we're talking about exposure to COVID-19 and notifying the owners of the app that that has happened. But before I get into the details of why we chose to partner with COVID Watch to test their app, I first wanted to remind everybody how this app is intended to integrate into our public health response. So when dealing with infectious outbreaks, public health has a number of jobs to do to try and contain those outbreaks. They include testing individuals to discover who has the infection, and then tracing who those individuals have been in contact with, and taking those groups of people, putting them into isolation away from the rest of the community. And by doing this, public health has the ability to really suppress the spread of infection. I was reminded when I was driving in this morning, seeing the terrible fire that's spreading through the Catalinas behind the university. When you have a fire raging, you have little sparks going off all the time. And if you have the ability to take those sparks and put them out before they have the chance to spread again themselves, you can do a lot to control that raging fire. And that's the best analogy I can think of to the use of contact tracing to suppress the spread of infection. Public health has been doing this. They do it really well. And they do it in a manner that is called manual contact tracing, where a specific individual has to call an individual who's been tested positive and find out who they've been in contact with, then contact those people one by one. And as you can imagine, it's a really intensive process for the time that it takes, the training that it takes. In light of that, and I just also want to point out, we are doing that. The U of A has invested a lot of resources. The experts in public health are massively expanding our ability to do manual contact tracing. So that is happening at the same time. But similarly, we have the opportunity to use technology to try and really scale up our attack against this disease. And that technology comes to us in the form of exposure notification apps. So what these are apps on smartphones that will talk to each other, and the smartphones will know when they've been in contact with other smartphones. When a person gets a positive test result, that information is entered by that person into their phone, and then the phones communicate with each other. And so you know when you've been in contact with someone else who has tested positive.